trying a new Irish whiskey. It's what fucking Villamore Dew or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, so adding some ginger ale.
Mm. All right, so week 3 of the NFL. Anything you'd like to talk about it, because it was kind of out there this week.
It was fucking all over the place, especially like the hits and like the high. It was a high scoring. I mean, the only score that I thought was really low was the 10-11, which was Broncos and 49ers, I believe. Which I didn't expect them to be that low scoring.
Yeah.
Even though fucking, did you see what Jimmy G did?
No, I did not. Did he choke at the end? I think that was a.
No, he fucking. So remember that clip that went around of that Lions QB who ran out of the fucking end zone?
Oh, he did that
Yeah,
shit.
he did that same shit.
That
The memes
sucks.
are fucking relentless too. It's like there's the end racism sign, so it
Yeah.
goes like Jimmy G putting his foot down on racism and shit like that.
Dude, I was kind of sad to see the Steelers lose like that on Thursday Night Football,
It
17
was a
to 29.
it was a tougher game.
Yeah. It also seemed like in the fourth quarter they just kind of gave up on
I
defense, at least.
I think they're probably tired.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They need to figure out a different like offensive scheme though. Like it was nice to see them start letting Mitch Trubisky pass down the field,
Yeah.
but
Kenny Pickett. I'm saying that's the answer. Kenny Pickett.
I just don't know. Does he have like chemistry with those guys yet?
You had a couple of dudes I thought. Hmm, I'm not sure actually. I don't quote me on that. The
Oh.
Bears beating the Texans, 23 to
That
20.
one was a closer game. I was watching that one. I was at work and just having to go back and forth between the phone, like, and all this and that. From what I could see, it was um, the Texans leading for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was a comeback game for them.
I'm starting to believe a little bit more on Justin Fields. I wasn't a huge believer of him last year, but now that I'm watching him more, I'm like, okay, maybe he's
So
legit.
Texans scored a touchdown in the first 2 quarters. The Bears scored a touchdown in the first quarter and a field goal, and then they got within one at the halftime.
Mm.
And then Bears ended up either kicking 2 field goals or missing the PAT, or the Texans, I mean. Bears got a touchdown in the third quarter, and then kicked a field goal in the fourth, and held the Texans from scoring.
Yes.
The Titans against the Raiders, 24 to 22.
This was kind of a game that I was watching, and I was like, man, both these teams are just trying their best not to
Yeah,
lose. You know what I
it's
mean?
like,
Opposed to like trying to win.
who even is the Titans quarterback?
Ryan Tannehill.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I really wish Ryan Tannehill would have been on better teams.
I mean, he was a backup for a while, and
Yeah,
then I can't remember who went down. Hold on, I got.
yeah.
Excuse me. Someone went down during a playoff game, and he just fucking went off, and they're like, okay, you're the starter. I think it was Marcus Mariota, if I remember right.
I think so. You might be right, but I feel like it was Miami that he played for.
He did play for Miami, but I was saying like he was.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Fucking um, Titans quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, The Colts against the Chiefs. Colts came away with a dub, 20-17.
Do you have who like what our picks are?
I did not. I need to remember to fucking write this shit down.
I'll put that in the notes from now on.
Is to check the score.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I picked this one, but I'm surprised to see that the Colts. It was a narrow victory, man. That is.
They got
fucking...
a touchdown in the fourth to close it out.
And there's a lot of teams that were like that, where it's just so fucking close.
Yeah.
This week, the fucking between the Dolphins and the Bills and
that's the next game.
That's the next game.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of that game. That one was fucking wild.
Yeah.
Especially like towards the end, Josh Allen, like Isaiah McKenzie. That is just and like everyone's like, oh, he should have gotten out of bounds. Like you fucking trying. But then the rest of the team was kind of like walking to their positions.
Yeah.
Had like no sense of urgency, and then I think Tyreek Hill got in front of the line judge, in front of the judge. So, yeah, it's one of those fucking shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually kind of want to look at the box score for that one.
Time management skills.
Josh Allen, 400 yards, 42 catches, or 42 completions for 63 attempts. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Dude, Josh Allen's fucking going off.
Tua.
Right now, he should be the forerunner for MVP. Right now.
Tua, 13 for 18, 186 yards, 1 touchdown. And Teddy Bridgewater, 0 for 2.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater had to come in the game for Tua. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, he fucking
had the hit and then he was
his back.
Was it back?
That's what they're saying. I think they're trying to get away with the no concussion protocol.
Right, I say, dude, how the fuck are you walking like that?
I watched that shit. I'm sitting there like, yeah, no, I've been there. I've had that kind of concussion, and you just like walking around like a baby deer, don't have your legs underneath you.
Oh yeah, he was definitely like.
Now I will give him this: like, if it was actually a back problem, he would definitely be. It would definitely be a season ender right there if he was walking like that, because that means there's nerve damage.
Yeah.
Unless the NFL has like miracle drugs.
They definitely do have drugs. Sorry, picking at my scab. Starting to bleed. What else you got on?
Josh Allen also had 47 yards of rushing, the most out of his whole team.
Yeah. He's kind of like a younger, more agile Ben Roethlisberger, where he can take a fucking hit and keep on going. Like, he's fucking durable.
He's like
But I tell QBs is, you can't be fucking doing that shit forever. Yeah. You just can't.
Because, what was it? Cam Newton, very mobile quarterback, got a concussion. Yeah, RG3 really got fucked over multiple times. I think he's a player that if he had been on a better team and under better management, he could have gone. He would be like an MVP contender, still in the league.
Well, he just kept getting injured.
Yeah, the ones you fuck your knee up in any sport, it's almost guaranteed you're gonna injure it in the next season.
Or the other leg, because one leg is doing all the work, the other one,
the other one's just weak. The other one's compensating for it, and that knee gets injured, and then it's just a fucking. It's a terrible battle once you start getting knee pain or knee injuries.
Especially if it's something that is like mid or beginning of the season, you can't fucking stop.
I don't know where I'd like if I was to get injured. What part of the season would you rather get injured in?
How long am I out for?
Season ender. It's a season-ending career or like injury.
Oh shit. I don't know. I guess like the end of the season, like
Mm,
if my team made it to the playoffs and even like the Super Bowl, it would suck to see them go on and win it.
yeah.
But like at least I know I helped for the majority of the season, them getting there,
Mm-hmm.
opposed to
So
me being like sidelined from the very beginning and then watching my team just struggle.
like I was thinking maybe very beginning because then you can fucking if you're able to properly heal and recover by the time next season comes back, if your team ends up sucking because you're out, like let's just say that's how it is, you get better draft picks that way, and then maybe you're able to get better people in the next season.
Depends. I'm as a player, I don't feel like I have the liberty to make that decision of like draft picks.
Yeah, I
You know
know,
what I
but
mean?
like you hope that like your organization can draft the right people.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to. I think.
Yeah, I think I would still like to, like I get what you're saying. I think I still like to do it at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then that gives me all of off season to like cover and
Yeah, I I think I'm gonna stick with beginning of the season because that gives me more of the off season to train
mm,
and maybe do different exercises to help build up surrounding muscle groups for whatever injury it would happen to me. Like if it's knee,
mm.
do multiple different workouts to strengthen up the area around the knee so it doesn't happen again. Um, Especially on both legs, like just really extra strengthening up around those areas, and then just come back and like prove like, hey, my career is not over because of this shit. Like I'm here to stay. Like AP.
Yeah, I guess it would depend on like what the injury is and
Yeah,
like
because AP had a fucking ACL tear at the beginning of the season.
mm,
And it was after his fucking like, it was his rookie season. I think it was rookie. It was rookie or sophomore, and he tore his ACL. Everybody thought, okay, he's washed now. Like he's not gonna be the same running back. And he's like, nah, fuck you. I'm coming back and having another great season. And he did
I
exactly
mean he
that.
had a pretty good career.
He really did. I think we both chose the Vikings on this one because or not the Vikings, the Lions.
Yeah.
But the Lions
It
lost
was
28.
close.
Yeah,
It
it
was
looks really
fucking
close.
another like last minute touchdown from fucking Kirk Cousins.
Yep, Kirk family member.
I mean, Kirk Cousins one of those fucking QBs that he can just be like silently being like average
Yeah,
and like he doesn't really get the fucking like
the credit.
applause that he
Yeah,
gets.
yeah,
Yeah. When he messes up once, the oh jeez, I'll let him hear it.
yeah. Ravens beat the Patriots 37-26.
Dude, fucking Tom had a Lamar Jackson on his fantasy.
Yeah.
Got like 40 points from him.
Jesus Christ.
He almost fucking stole the game.
A couple of dudes in my unit, they're in like fantasy leagues, and Lamar Jackson like clinched the game for them. One dude, when we get to the Giants, like Saquon Barkley saved him, like with the 30 points or whatever.
Yep.
Like just saved the game for him. Bengals
Dude, there's
beat.
fucking
Oh,
there's some players where you can fucking just bank your whole fucking game on just that one guy.
oh yeah. Like when I was fucking around with like trading and whatnot because I haven't done it before. And
Yeah.
like literally, it said I cannot cut Josh Allen and I cannot cut Stephon Diggs. They're like, you cannot drop them. Like the app will not let me, or trade them.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. But like I was just like looking at him, like clicking on that shit, and it just
Yeah.
says like you cannot drop this player. This is your whole team. The Bengals beat the Jets 27-12.
Yeah.
And I really think the Bengals needed this win.
It was a fucking bounce that I put Joe Burrow on my fucking fantasy because I was like because I have him and fucking Russ.
Mm-hmm.
I was like I would rather assume Russell's just been fucking struggling that fucking know he's fucking doesn't want to go 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go out there with a fucking purpose and get the fucking job done.
Yeah.
And I mean, he did.
Yeah, he really did.
It was one of those touchdowns. If you haven't seen it, I don't know if we can look it up, but it got fucking called back, even though it was a very clear touchdown from T. Higgins.
I think I saw that one.
You saw that one? That was a really good catch by T. Higgins.
And then he
fucking
went
Steelers and
he went right back out there and fucking got the touchdown again. Anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, still, just fucking
Joe Ice. Eagles with a dominating win over the Commanders, 24-8.
Yeah, they're kind of a laughing stock.
Fucking 24 points in the second quarter alone. And that was all the points that were scored by the Eagles.
I think the Commanders also had a safety scored on them.
Yeah.
I think that was because of a was that from a sack or something? Oh, speaking of safeties, we didn't talk about this in the Dolphins game. Did you see that butt safety?
There was a butt safety?
Oh, remember back in the day when Mark Sanchez had the butt fumble?
Yeah.
So kind of.
So fucking someone ran.
Well, kind of. So they're backed up in their end zone. They're about to do a punt, and the guy backs up into the punter, and the ball goes fucking straight in his ass, and it bounces out for a safety.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, that poor guy. He got fucking lit up by everybody.
Oh yeah. God. That's gotta suck.
Spatial awareness.
Yeah. Panthers 22-14 over the Saints.
I didn't really see that one coming, man.
No, I didn't. I really didn't see that one. I was totally against fucking what's his face, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
But then again, like what you said, like whenever he's the underdog, he always plays better.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're not at this game yet, but Geno Smith always plays better when he's fucking prime time.
That is true. Jaguars beat the Chargers 38-10.
Another game, I was like, whoa, this was a fucking beating that I did not fucking see coming.
Yeah. Didn't fucking Justin Herbert get injured?
He was injured last game or last week. I'm assuming he's probably still fucking beat up from it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's why he didn't do too well.
Okay. Your Rams beat the Cardinals 20-12.
Pretty uneventful game in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what it looks like from the box score.
Yeah. The Rams are kind of like worrying me with how like unalive their offense is. Like, yeah, like Cooper Kupp can cook and stuff like that, but like we haven't done anything of like from like, whoa, okay, you know, like we beat so and so. It's like, oh, okay, like yeah, we beat the already struggling Cardinals.
Yeah.
Especially with the Modern Warfare 2 beta dropping that weekend. Like, Tyler had other things to fucking worry about.
Yeah, he really did. I wasn't watching film. He was gaming.
Yeah, 100%. So, I don't know. Something about the Rams. They need to change something with their offense. I mean, if OBJ wants to fucking come back, I think that would be another great addition to the team.
Yeah.
To hopefully get a little bit more offense back. But right now, we're just fucking being mediocre and average.
It's sad to see, though.
Yeah.
Especially for a team that had a great season last year.
Yeah.
The Falcons beat the Seahawks 27-23.
Yeah. I mean, how many interceptions did Geno throw? Was it 2?
Let me double check.
Or
Geno threw 1.
1? Okay, well.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, one of those games.
325 yards of passing.
You probably could have done better, but no, didn't.
So the Atlanta's rushing is what saved them, I think. They had Cordell Patterson alone had 141 yards of rushing.
And Cordero Patterson, I was thinking about picking him up for.
I already did.
Tennessee. You did?
Yeah.
I was looking at him and I was like, I don't know.
I was thinking of trying to trade like one of my running backs for Nick Chubb from Nate. I did a really shitty job at doing my voiceover. I was just fucking. I'll talk to you about it later. I don't want to go
Okay,
too
all
off
right.
topic on here. The Packers beat the Bucks 14-12.
A defensive heavy game.
Yeah,
Defensive heavy game. What do you think about, did you see that Aaron Rodgers just like, yeah, their Jumbotron showed something that I think showed a little bit too much, and I passed it along to defensive coordinator, and he was like kind of implying that like Jumbotron showed him like what was gonna happen, and he kind of
yeah.
like told the defense like what to do.
Hmm.
So what do you think about that?
I did not hear about that, but that's just poor management on the crew of whoever's doing it.
He went on Pat McAfee, and he's like, I can't guarantee what I said like helped win,
Hmm.
but he was like, probably should watch what you put up on there,
Yeah,
and
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 do
I mean
better next time.
fucking Tom Brady was just fucking like he's lost a step, man. Like fucking in that last drive alone, fucking twice did they have delay a game called.
Yeah.
One that should have gotten called whenever they're going for the pass, like that gave them the touchdown, and then that next play when they're going for that 2 point conversion,
Hmm.
like both of those were delay of games. Only one of
Yeah.
them got called though. But I mean, shit. I mean, you were a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know how much did they preach about time management and watching the clock and all that shit?
They like drill it into our heads. That's why in our high school it was we did signals and we didn't have like a preset game plan or didn't have like a full huddle. Like we all looked at the field or like at the sideline, got the play, and then the quarterback would call out the cadence. Um, so it would be like a color, whatever that color was. Let's go with green. I'm not going to use their actual
Yeah.
stuff in case there is, but like green would mean like a run play or like a specific run play, and fucking brown could mean like a different or like a pass play, and then you
Mm,
call out, um, and on each color like the line knows what pattern or like what they need to do to block, and then you call out either the state or the football team, the college football team. So because it was Nebraska,
yeah.
you call out Nebraska or Huskers,
Yeah.
and that would determine what side you're going to. Like that determines what side the running back needs to be on, or the wide receivers need to set up on, and like they have different symbols like hitch, fucking quick back 5 yards out in.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they just had different hand signals for everything. And what the quarterback called out, it told the line and it told the receivers and the running backs what direction we're going to be going in.
Mm,
And that's the majority of what cadences are. Is that like it's just code words for the teams to know. And then
yeah.
audibles are the same thing. Um, but yeah, like that's why we did all signals and no huddle, because we wanted to make sure we had enough time on the clock that like if we needed to change things up or call a timeout, we had that extra time on the clock that we didn't have to run it out.
Right.
The what you're talking about earlier, the Broncos 11-10 over the 49ers.
Yeah. I mean, just like the most fucking like I don't even want to say defensive game. It was just like boring
Yeah,
to watch. You know what I mean? And you know me, I usually like a good defensive matchup.
yeah.
Like
But
the
like
fucking when
when
that,
when the offense is not even producing to make it a good defensive game.
especially with fucking like Russ and Jimmy G.
Yeah,
Like
two good
those are teams that
quarterbacks.
both fucking usually do pretty well.
Yeah,
Fucking or I don't want to say teams that do pretty well. Russell has not fucking impressed me so far.
no, no, he
Um,
hasn't.
I've been more surprised of how fucking bad he's been than fucking
Yeah.
I don't want to say bad, but like it's like the fucking coaching staff have him on a leash. They won't fucking just let him go out and do
play.
shit. Yeah, fucking do what Russ does.
That's just something they're gonna have to learn over time. One of them's gonna cave in at some point.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And then the final game up on our list, Cowboys beat the Giants 23-16.
And I watched this game. I was hoping for the Giants to win. I was a little surprised to see, like, honestly, Cooper Rush is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm Dallas, I wouldn't be fucking heartbroken if they're like, yeah, it's just not working out. You're just not fucking healthy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Either we're gonna put you at second string, or we're just gonna fucking trade you.
Yeah.
But I mean, fucking Cooper Rush, he looks pretty fucking good. I mean, there's not a whole lot of things that I watch. I mean, what is he, like a 5-year vet? But most of it's been behind the bench and
yeah, on the second or third string.
Yeah. So I don't know. I hope that this season kind of gives Cooper Rush the fucking limelight, so he can
the film,
he can
the show that he's a team, or that he is
that either he can go out and he can be a fucking starter on a different team,
yeah,
or he fucking takes over the Cowboys franchise.
Yeah. So I did not end up watching this game. This is for college football, and it's pretty much the only game from college I want to talk about because nothing else was really surprising. Actually, no, that's a lie. There's the K-State OU game, but
You watched that one, man. That one's crazy. Adrian Martinez
popped off.
Went off.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there. We were like, okay, we can respect that you left Nebraska because you look way better.
Yeah.
You look fucking way better.
And that's
better.
When I was watching him live, like I was sitting there like, he's a good quarterback. Like
He is.
And then like people were like booing him in the stands. I'm just like, what are you like booing him? Like he's fucking doing the right thing over and over again.
Well, they're at Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, they were.
That's why they're booing him.
No, I'm saying like when I saw K-State live.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Baylor-Iowa State game. So I did not watch it, but I was looking at highlights and looking at like after game interviews. There were a lot of penalties that were bullshit calls on Iowa State, and a lot of penalties missed on Baylor. And Iowa State.
You show any like clips?
I got one, and it's just called Iowa State coach livid after penalties. And here I'll. There it is up on the screen.
He can make some plays.
I need to turn the sound off.
Oh, God damn it.
Really? Really? Free test.
Alright, we're not going to give free advertisement here.
He can make some plays. Instead, they keep it on the ground, and Craig Williams has tripped up the defense.
Personal foul, illegal block below the waist, number 1, defense.
And this is one of those rule changes and emphasis this year of going below the waist.
That
didn't even touch him, though.
He has every right to be upset.
No, it was on the lineman. It was on the lineman.
Oh.
He hit the shoulder.
Personal foul penalties and targeting on the opening drive help Baylor find the end zone, and now a
That's one of those things that teachers fucking like.
Yeah.
The lower man wins.
Has been giving the officials an earful to let them know just how displeased he is with the calls, and he is not giving up or giving in.
He's a very emotional
coach.
coach.
Quiet, soft-spoken kind of
see
guy,
that.
but he is livid right now, and I think he has every right to be.
While we have time, let's check in with the studio and Kevin Connors. What's up?
3 penalties for 45 yards against Iowa State.
I assume those are all personal fouls for 15 yards. Oh, they just showed him up there.
Yeah, on the jumbotron.
You get ejected as a coach?
You can. It just depends on like what you say.
They're very lenient with him.
Oh yeah. But like that was just like a little snippet of what I saw from it all. This is just what's on ESPN. And
Yeah.
it was like that all game on Iowa State. Like it was just shit calls on them. And I was just like, what the fuck? So like they're playing the refs and Baylor, a number 17 team in the country right now. Oh, it kind of pissed me off. And then yeah, the K-State versus number 6 Oklahoma, huge upset right there. 41-34. Fuck it. Here, I'm gonna do the box score for Iowa State game. So, fucking something Shappen from Baylor, 19 for 26 attempts, 238 yards, 3 touchdowns. Deckers, 23 for 36, 284 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 2 interceptions, and I watched the 2, and they were completely either just on the receiver or he got like disrupted on mid-throw. So it wasn't even like his fault on any of them. It was just like they ended up just getting picked. Both the rushing game was just about the same. Something Reese, 21 carries, 78 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest was 19. James Brock, 14 carries for 73 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest was 37 yards. Fuck. Knoll for Iowa State, 7 receptions, 120 yards. His longest being 50.
Jesus.
Xavier Hutchins, 8 receptions for 84 yards. Longest was 28. Stanley, 4 receptions, 55 yards. 24 was his longest. Stanley and Brock both had touchdown receptions. G. Holmes, 3 receptions, 92 yards. His longest was 38. Presley, 2 receptions, 50 yards. His longest was 40.
Jesus.
So out of 2 receptions, he had both first down, like pretty big receptions on his part.
Right.
But no touchdowns. What a pimp, or what a
pimp.
bitch. I was gonna say bitch, but I don't know why I said pimp.
That's kind of like the opposite.
I know. In the K-State Oklahoma game, Adrian Martinez, 21 for 34, 234 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions.
How many did he rush in for the touchdown? Was it 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns?
4 rushing touchdowns.
Yep.
55 yards was his longest.
Yep.
Run. 148 yards of rushing, 21 carries.
And he did it. He fucking carried the ball very well for himself.
Gabriel, the Oklahoma quarterback, 26 for 39, 330 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Jesus.
Yeah, like fucking phenomenal.
We'll lean back, get a little more comfortable in my house.
No fumbles or... But yeah, those were like the only 2 like games I really wanted to talk about for... there's another one actually. Texas A&M beat Arkansas. Number 23, Texas A&M beat number 10 Arkansas. 23-21.
So that's like, so like, it's an upset, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, what happened during that game?
So, Arkansas off the bat had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. Texas A&M had a touchdown and 2 field goals in the second quarter. Texas A&M scored a touchdown and a field goal in the third quarter, and then Arkansas was only able to score a touchdown in the fourth.
Jesus.
But Texas A&M defense with one of the wildest touchdowns of the season. Their defense. Let's get this one up on the screen.
Oh, wrong button. Still the wrong button. This works, I guess.
It's a USAA commercial.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Or
Oh, the Navy Fed.
Potato.
Same.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Same shit, different
Jefferson,
shape.
first and goal. KJ's going to run it again. Diving, fumbles the ball. And Chappelle's
Farm his bitch ass.
Tyreek Chappelle in the right spot as he
Oh,
There
wow.
he goes. Wow! Can you believe this? What a turn!
Oh, so it wasn't a touchdown and a field goal. It was a touchdown and a missed PAT.
Unexpected way
Ow.
Or they went for the 2-point.
Handoff, scoop and score. Kick him again.
Wow.
Greg.
And a massive mistake here as you see him extend. Doesn't have
Yeah,
the ball
punched it
in
right
tight
out.
to his body. Ball gets jarred around, and
Number
Chappelle
7
does
is
an
just right
amazing
there.
job of finding it. As you can see him starting to extend there. It looks like Russell, number 24, is the first one to get a hand on it. But this is such a heads-up play. I mean, right here, he's totally bottled up. But Richardson said, give it to me. And he does. They hand it off quickly. It's obviously backwards. It's a thing of beauty. Just an
Wow.
unbelievable turn of events. And a great play by the Aggie defense.
And then he was just off.
That is just heads-up football. That is
There's also
wanting
some
it.
like schoolyard
The
bullshit,
first
you know what I mean?
turnover of the game goes for an 82-yard
The
return
coach's
score
reaction.
by Damani Richardson.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, I know I said it before, but nothing really. Fuck. Keep on eating my words. Texas Tech beat number 22 Texas 37-34. Texas Tech fans stormed field after winning field goal in overtime versus Texas.
Well, I think I saw this one. There was a player who's like helping out people like get to the field safely,
Yeah.
which is super cool. 'Cause
Texas,
I feel like you can see a ton of people just eat fucking shit off of those.
yeah.
No fees or.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh,
switch.
right. Tom, hold up.
Okay.
Texas Tech.
For a return appearance on the Matt Cats podcast.
Maybe.
Maybe?
See.
Oh, he's not going to join us this time?
I didn't say that. I just don't know if
Oh, okay.
he's gonna hop
Alright,
in
well.
right away.
Here, I'm going to pop up this on the...
Texas Tech.
Oh.
High snap, kick up, kick. Good! And the Red Raiders celebration can begin. It's 2008 all over again. A crazy game. Here in
I always love it when the team
37-34,
storm the field.
the
Or like when
final.
the fans storm the field.
You gotta be careful with some of that shit. You know what I mean?
What a win for Texas Tech.
What a
Like, this is like a
comeback. They were
huge
down at
interstate
halftime.
rivalry, especially in the
They
Big
fought
12.
and got back in it, and how
Yeah.
And so, like,
it had to be
You almost
for them.
expect it,
For
especially since Texas
21
Tech is
seconds away,
not a good
Texas
team.
came back and tied it and forced overtime.
Especially how
They
Texas
just
and
buckled
or
down. They got
Texas
it done
almost
in the
beat
overtime. What a
fucking
huge win for Texas
Alabama.
Tech.
Yeah.
The overtime win for Texas Tech with the field goal that went straight on through.
You know how the
We saw
overtime
a
works
young
in
man grow up at
college football?
quarterback for Texas Tech.
I don't know.
So both teams have the opportunity to score a touchdown. So they set
Really?
up, yeah. So like they pick what side of the field they want to play on, and they start at the 25 or the 30.
Mhm.
And if they turn the ball over, they need their defense to make a stop. Like, they cannot give up a field goal.
Right.
'Cause if, like, they score it all, like, you know, game over. But, like, if you score the touchdown, that means the other team has to score a touchdown. They just can't get the easy chip shot to tie it up. But if one
Right.
team kicks the field goal, it makes it a lot more interesting and makes it where the teams don't have the whole field to play on. It's just like a little small section of the field, and it makes it much more competitive and more fun to watch. And that's why you'll see, like, college football games going, like, quadruple overtime.
Mhm.
Like, what was it? Iowa State played OSU when I was in 7th grade, and OSU was number 2 in the NFL, or not in the NFL. I'm all over the place. Number 2 in the NCAA, right? Number 2 team, undefeated. Like, nobody expected Iowa State to win. And at Iowa State, I had family at that game too, and they sent me videos from them storming the field. But yeah, it went in like quadruple overtime. It was looking like it was about to go into 5th overtime, and then all of a sudden our running back fucking, I think his name is Carl Woody. Yeah, he went rumbling down on like a 4th down fucking like, or a 3rd down run play from like the 12. Like, they could have easily just like gotten the play over with or just kicked the field goal to tie it up, but they went for it for the touchdown, and just like 2 hands to football, like old school smash mouth, fucking bouncing into people and shit, and just forces his way in the end zone, and the whole stadium goes crazy. The announcers are going wild. They're like, what? They're like, how the fuck does this happen? Like, how do we even get here to 4th overtime? Like,
yeah.
And it was a Friday night football game too. Like, you don't really see that with college. It was just a Friday night game.
Mhm.
And I had like a basketball game the next day, so like I didn't stay up and watch it. I watched up until like the 3rd quarter and had to go to bed. And like the game was good, even at that point. Still, it was like the classic like shootout game against like an underdog team versus one of the best teams in the league. And I woke up, went to the game, and then my coach, who was rooting for OSU because he was from Oklahoma, he was like, well, Matt, I didn't expect your team to win, but look at this. And he hands me the fucking newspaper, and it shows me the game, like the score. And like, I look at my dad, I was like, did you fucking see this? And he was like, what? He was like, I thought they would have just lost like they always do. They always choke in the 4th quarter.
It's funny. He's just like, I fucking turned it off after you did.
And yeah, it was fun news to wake up to. That's why I want to go to a game where we can storm the field. That's like one of my bucket list things to do in my life. Go to a college football game to storm the field.
Yeah. Had to be K-State or Iowa State. They ain't gonna have it in Nebraska anytime soon.
Yeah, I know. Oh, fuck. Maybe the KU K-State game, that would be way for me to storm the field.
Maybe. They get the win.
Yeah. Had the Surfs Up clip.
I put that into the chat. It was for anyone that's wondering like what it is to know you as a person. This is the clip. Do you mind bringing it? Like, it's in the chat.
You just put it in there?
I put it in there, yep.
Okay.
And we keep it moving.
Hang on. Alright, let me...
I hope we don't get copyright striked.
Me neither.
Because if the Boneyards was not enough, our surfers will be facing off with Tank the Shredder Evans. Tank, 9-time defending champ.
Role model? No. But I do consider myself somebody that everyone should look up to. Kids should try to pretend that they're Tank. I mean, they should try. Good luck, kids.
you never want to get
That's
in
you.
there and like, you know, help them out and show
If anyone's
off.
ever curious, like, huh, I wonder what Matt's really like.
This
This is it.
No, I would help people.
Anyway, this is my wave.
Always classy, Tank
I give
Evans.
him shit, but like,
Penguin Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Stick around.
Here, give
That's
it a
that.
shot.
That's the.
yeah,
Hey!
that's it.
That's it for the clip.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the
Next one, do the slap boxing one because I want to like pull that one up.
Okay, slap boxing. So I only got it on my screen. Okay, so like he had such determination.
I was gonna see we should do like a whole compilation and like kind of like react to them.
Yeah,
Like, would you ever do slap boxing?
I don't know. I'd have to see who I'd be going up against.
What if it's like that big behemoth?
No. Maybe that
What if it's
fucking
the tattooed guy?
the tattooed eyed guy or whatever. Yeah, he's fucking
Yeah.
weird looking.
I hate like that stinging sensation, so I could probably fucking never.
Yeah, it's. I told you guys about the game Manchester, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I did it, I lost, and I got slapped, and they hit me straight in the ear, and my ear was just fucking fucked for like the rest.
Why don't you explain for the people at home what is Manchester?
So if someone says they're going to do something, but like not very seriously, you call Manchester on them, and then
Like,
they
oh,
have,
if I don't win this game, I'm gonna kill myself, and
Yeah.
then Stephens would.
say Manchester, and they would have 24 hours to do whatever task they said they were going to do, or get slapped in the face. But see, if you do the task within the 24 hours, they get to slap you in the face. So you kind of got to do risk versus reward on that one.
Yeah.
And we set it up so nobody can really like full on cock back slap you across the face. You go from like the edge of the shoulder, and that's the most amount of like hand movement you have. So you have to use your whole hip motion into the slap to get more power into it.
You ever done a Manchester and it backfired on you?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I've always
Not surprised.
always been able to win. Except for when someone calls Manchester on me, I'm just like, because I always say some like super out of pocket shit. Like, I'm gonna shit on this person, and they're like, Manchester. I'm like, I ain't gonna shit on them.
Like, literally, I'm not gonna shit on them.
Bar fights.
I was gonna talk. It was kind of like a heated moment. Were you there? No, you weren't there. So this would be good. Tom, come here. This would be a good way to introduce Tom to the story
Sorry,
too.
I just saw the worst fucking sports take. Some barstool shithead.
Dude, Barstool had the fucking worst take.
Terrible. He said Aaron Judge hitting 61 homers this year isn't even like that impressive of a season. And I was like, are you retarded?
It hasn't been done in like 30 years.
No, that he might get the Triple Crown. Dummy. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's the
Makes me
worst
angry.
take. What is in that?
Jameson ginger ale?
Oh, it just looks like milk.
I don't know why it's fuzzy.
So we went to Shooters.
Yeah.
Saturday, I believe. Has Josh told you this yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're at Shooters. It's like a dive bar here in town, and there's pool and darts and like cheap drinks. That's kind of like the main appeal for us to go.
It attracts cowboys and like electrical workers and like I don't know.
Not
any
a
blue collar bitch.
Not a whole lot of that going on. There was like fat dyke lesbians, or I guess that's the fucking dyke, playing like pool, and they were recording their stuff, which we thought was weird, but we were like, whatever. Like we're in our own kind of like section of the bar. Like we played a couple games of each, and like it was kind of like towards the end. I think it was like 1:30, and we're playing our last game of darts, and we're fucking just in the middle of our game. This fucking lady comes out from like the smoking area, like help, we need help out here. And Josh fucking runs in.
Being the hero he is.
He thought it was like a medical emergency, which like I understood. I was like, they're fighting. And I went in there with the intent, like, I'm going to fight someone in this bar tonight. Like, I'm coming here to fucking World Star, bam, fucking. So we get in there, and, like, Josh is, like, trying to de-escalate the situation, because, like, instead of, like, a medical emergency, there was a fight that broke out between, like, two fat bitches. So, fucking.
Girls?
Two girls, yeah. Okay. Even though they're big enough to be they thems, so Josh is like, you know, trying to de-escalate the situation, being like Josh, and like, I guess in some sort of miscommunication, the girl that got hit, her like white knight boyfriend was like, hey man, you're being disrespectful and like condescending, and they're trying to get in Josh's face. Well, I post up next to him so that like no one could like get in his face. Like, so they're kind of like talking shit. Josh is just trying to like settle things down. He ends up going to like and she's like, hey, you good? Do you want to call the police? Like, she goes, no, I'm good. I'm just fucking like mad because I just got sucker punched, and she just left. We're like, okay, well, cool. We're gonna fucking go then and try to finish up our game. So we're leaving, and like the other boys walking, like coming too to kind of see. But we're leaving. It's like the four of us. And like Nate sees that the white knight boyfriend is like coming in after us. So Nate just shuts the door on him, like just to like, yeah, no, you're not following us. The guy was like, oh, I just fucking shut the door on my face then, huh? And Aaron's like, hey man, like you just need to calm down. We didn't see you. And he was like, I don't even know you. Aaron sticks out his hand and goes, yeah, hi, my name's Aaron. Like, I was like, oh come on man, like let's and like, like he's like. He tells the bartender, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go take a picture of that girl for the cops. I'm like, they didn't even call the cops. Like, and like Josh talking to the bartender, like, hey, like, it's all good, just like a shitty fight. And he's like, yeah, like that girl's been kicked out of here a few times for fighting, like this, that, and the other thing. And as like we're leaving, we're like, yeah, fuck this, fuck our game, fuck the drinks, like let's just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The guy like walked by us and he looks at Josh and goes, nice, like, or it's like, good thing there's four of you guys here. And I look at him, I'm like, suck my cock. And like I start walking towards him, and Aaron grabs me and he's like pulling me away, and the bartender's like, whoa man, that's not fucking necessary, like we're all fucking like you're, and I'm like, come on man, like he literally just threatened us to our fucking faces.
Yeah.
And I fucking tell him to suck my cock, and I'm the fucking bad guy. And like meanwhile, during the fight and like the fucking bitches yelling for help, he never left the bar. He never left. He was like, whatever.
But when you say
like,
suck my cock, he's like getting in.
Whoa, that's too far, buddy. So yeah, that was that, and that was Saturday.
So he's getting in bar fights and shit when I'm not there.
It's literally. I don't like they're talking about like not going to. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I go to shooters again, because that guy's fucking drunk as fuck. I bet he won't remember me to save his life. So I don't care. And I mean, if he does, so what? There's apparently gonna be four of us. So what's he gonna do about it? Except for
this weekend then.
He could. I'm down. Yeah. Like Sunday, I play in a doubleheader league softball game. I unfortunately couldn't play. I have this really bad scrape on my leg that got infected. So I've been kind of like taking it easy. It's healed up now.
Jesus.
It's fucking. I mean. Oh.
It's nasty,
I don't know.
Look at that thing.
It's not the first time he showed it.
Yeah.
Now it's play though. Fantastic. Great sliding catch by Matt.
Thank you.
Put his body.
Yeah, on a doubleheader rec league. So anyway. So we get Keith Peterson behind the plate. I don't know if I told you that.
Keith Peterson, for the audience, is a UFC referee, and he smokes cigarettes and like has like the "Are you ready? Are you ready?" He's got this great voice, and we have an umpire that smokes cigarettes and watches football during the game. So
we'll literally right the fucking butt and just.
Anyway, so there and then call a strike.
Yeah, pretty much. First game, like it was. Pretty quick. It was like a 19. Like this team sucks. They're the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna preference that. But they go out and they have fun. Which like, in the first game they didn't show it. So the first game they just kind of go through their shit. We beat them down 19-1, which was in the third
inning.
Thank you. Third inning.
Quarter period.
Yes.
Third half.
So they were like. Minute break and then on to the next game, and we were starting to put it on them again, and then like their team was like doing these fucking like intros, like El Chapo's son, number 26, and like, oh, this wannabe you, and they had like their own music and shit. Like even the umpire was laughing at some of them.
Yeah.
And like, they were just all having a good time. And then like, I think it was like 12 to like 2. But like, in the start of this inning, I went to the bathroom because I really had to take a piss because I was just the first base coach, so I was just drinking the entire game. And I went to go use the restroom, and I come back, and I'm like, how's the game going? And our like third base coach is like, shit, like the lead that we basically had is gone now. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I look out there, but like they're fucking around, but they're having fun. Like our center fielder was literally sitting on the grass, like picking it up. Apparently before that he was sitting on the fence. Like that's how much like on top of the fence. That and like they were just kind of missing ground balls that they should have gotten, but they were just having fun, and like the other team was having a great time, and it was the first time they've actually like and to their credit, there was some hits that they had which were genuinely good hits.
Yeah.
And apparently the ump was like, oh, okay, this is the type of game we're playing now, and like a couple more like hits and at bats, like ump in the middle of a play comes up to me and the third base coach, hands us our money back, and goes, if this is the game we're playing, I'm out. I'm fucking done. And he goes. He leaves. Like, with an hour left of his, like, shift that we paid for, because he's there till 9:30, and he's like, yeah, I'm done. Fuck this shit. And we're like, where the fuck did he go? And, like, everyone's just, like, he doesn't tell anyone. So, in the middle of the play, like, the outfielders are talking to each other. The infielders are like, what the fuck? So we finish out the inning, like just kind of, I just like honor code and shit like that, and we come up together as like two teams, and we're like, what the fuck happened? And we kind of exchanged notes that he just fucking dipped, and well, they got another from a different league, and they're like, yeah, that was like the head honcho, and he just got fucking fired for just leaving in the middle of a game because you can't just fucking do that shit. But I was like, dude, what a fucking, like, loser to fucking, like, be upset that these fucking old men are not taking this rec softball game seriously. You know what I mean? Like, they're just trying to have fun with it.
If you're the umpire, here's the thing. Somebody said he was watching football behind the plate. Was he doing that?
Yeah.
Dude, at this point, you know nobody cares about it. So if you make a bad call, it's whatever. You're just getting paid to stand there and watch football. Like, you don't need to fucking leave. That's dumb.
So, yeah, I've never heard of that. I've never seen that before in my life. No one knew what the fuck to do. But, yeah, very interesting kind of turnout from this weekend.
So, there was, like, 3 things I wanted to talk about right quick. So, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are having a rematch against Tua and Waddle this Thursday. They played each other in 2019, I think, for the SEC championship. And Joe Burrow and LSU made the upset over Alabama. So, like, this is kind of like a rematch game for the two of them in the pros. And they both have the same wide receivers they had. I thought that was pretty interesting.
It's cool. Only thing I'll say is Jamar Chase gets me nothing on points, so I'm going to go for Tua.
I have Waddle and Joe Burrow, so kind of
opposites.
Opposites, yeah.
And then
like mom, you're like, I just hope everyone has fun.
Basically, hopefully everyone scores a fuck ton.
So something that I thought was kind of interesting, but I heard Jalen Hurts getting his name kind of thrown in there for the MVP run.
I think it's a little too early.
I think so,
I mean, you bring up their like who they played.
Last week.
All three of their games.
Did he play for the Bears?
Eagles. Jalen Hurts.
Oh, you're right.
All right.
Isn't
so
he your quarterback? Oh.
Lamar.
Oh, you did. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, 218 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 18 for 29.
He's been looking great. No, I'm not like fucking. We were just talking about earlier how Tom's team almost made a comeback against me in fantasy because fucking Lamar Jackson alone.
Everybody but Lamar Jackson and AJ Brown underperformed, and we still got close.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, 23 for 36, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
I'm just asking, what 3 teams has Jalen Hurts played against?
Let's look at the Eagles. They played the Lions, the Vikings, and the Commanders.
Yeah, so not top tier NFL yet. So maybe in these coming weeks I can make a little bit better of a prediction. He's looked a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that about him earlier. Maybe I was talking about Fields, but yeah, him and Fields have both been like.
Yeah.
Same thing about Jalen Hurts though, that they're really starting to fucking look a lot better, and I think they're taking that leash off of Jalen Hurts and letting him fucking ball out. And it's been looking good. So
we could talk about my next topic next week. Do you want to just go over week 4 football?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So Thursday we have the Dolphins against the Bengals at home.
That's a tricky one for me, but I don't know, the way that the Dolphins been playing, it's just hard to pick against them, but I'm gonna pick against them anyway. I don't want to say the Bengals.
They beat the Bills this week, right?
They did.
That's crazy.
Miraculously.
I'm gonna say the Dolphins.
Gonna remember to write these down. Just record them. I mean, we'll have this recorded. All you gotta do, yeah.
Tom, that'll be your homework when you actually watch the whole second one.
You gotta watch the whole first one, dude. It's terrible internet. I couldn't get the YouTube. So.
It's just terrible video. I just couldn't fucking sit through it.
The Jets against the Steelers at Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go Steelers on this one because I'm biased.
I hope so.
I hope for you guys' sake.
Well, Zach Wilson is supposed to be making his comeback into the Jets. So
you know, if that's Zach Wilson's first game back, I'm gonna go with the MILF Slayer. Give me the Jets, baby.
Vikings against the Saints in New Orleans. Oh, in London.
Played in London?
Yeah. It's one of those. I hate these games in London. But give me the Vikings.
Here's what I'll say. Okay, if you're gonna do a cool game like that in London, right? Why would you?
Better teams.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Who the fuck wants to see those two bums?
That's what I'm saying. It's the same as the Field of Dreams game this year. They picked the Cubs and the Reds, two like bottom shit tier teams.
Yeah, real shit tier teams.
Last year they had the White Sox and the Yankees.
It's the same with like Thanksgiving football too. Like it's always the Lions and the Cowboys playing in that game.
And that's more tradition. That's more tradition, which I can respect that.
But like, they're dog shit teams, and I want to watch good teams play on Thursday Night Football on Thanksgiving.
But for what I say about the London games, they're entirely trying to make those games like build a fan base in London, and you're not gonna do that if you keep putting these sorry ass teams in there that fucking like don't really perform well. You know what I mean?
The tickets are as low as $120.
Damn.
US.
That just say like what stadium they're in. Are they in like Wembley?
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London.
The fucking biggest mouthful I've ever heard in my life for a stadium. Did you say it was called again? Say that again.
Tottenham's Hotspur.
That one word?
Or Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham is one word. Yes.
It's the goofiest shit.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. I thought Charles Schwab in Omaha was pretty fucking bad, but no. Tottenham?
Yeah.
Okay.
Falcons against the Browns. In Atlanta.
Maybe Browns. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Jacoby Brissett hasn't looked.
I'm gonna go Falcons because I got Cordell Patterson now.
Fair enough. I don't have either one of those players on my team, so I guess I'll go Browns because I like Jacoby Brissett and I want him to do well.
I like him too, but just because Cordell Patterson.
Yeah.
Give me another 21-point game.
And your rival, so I get it.
Commanders against the Cowboys.
Who cares?
Yeah, honestly. America's
Probably
team.
Cowboys.
Yeah, probably Cowboys. Seahawks against the Lions. They're both 1 and 2. I want the Lions as well.
I'm just gonna keep picking the Lions until
yeah, until they start playing better.
until they fucking get eliminated first.
Titans against the Colts.
Both these teams have been struggling offensively, but
Yeah.
I will put it in the hands of Derrick Henry to do well for the Titans.
I'm gonna put it in the hands of Matt Ryan. And hope he doesn't fuck it up.
I feel like you're doing that just to be a heel.
I have faith in Matt Ryan. Or I
No one has said
I want to believe in him.
No one has said that in fucking years. After 28-3, they're like, yeah, I don't have faith in Matt Ryan.
The Bears against the Giants. I want the Giants to win this one.
I want the Giants to fucking do well too.
Ooh, here's gonna be a fun one. The Jags versus the Eagles.
Oh, I want the Eagles. I want them to stay undefeated.
Yeah.
When's the last time you seen fucking Philly go 4-0?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Bills against the Ravens, so we get to see two potential MVPs play against each other.
Well, with Bills, I don't think Ravens defense is all that in a bag of chips. And honestly, I don't know if Lamar Jackson is going to do very well against the Bills defense, which honestly is probably like top 5 for me.
Tua did though, and Tua and Lamar, they had a pretty good game.
But the thing is
Tua
like
also beat the Ravens.
Tua has weapons, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who the fuck, except for Mark Andrews, is on the Ravens now?
Right.
Except for not even Hollywood Brown. What's his name? Bateman. Yeah.
Yeah. Chargers against the Texans. I'm gonna go.
If the fucking Chargers, if Justin Herbert can stay healthy.
Go Chargers, go! From that Ace or Adonis.
Is it Adonis?
Yeah. Whenever the Chargers would play, he'd always put that up there.
Yeah.
Of Arnold Schwarzenegger, go Chargers, go. Cardinals against the Panthers. I'm gonna go Cardinals because there is no Modern Warfare 2 coming out this weekend.
This is one of those who cares games for me
Yeah,
too, but
it
I'll
is.
also go Cardinals.
Patriots against the Packers.
Packers.
I'm gonna go Cheeseheads. Broncos against the Raiders. I'm gonna go
And
Broncos.
I really hope the Raiders can get their first win of the season here.
Oh.
I got Russell on my fantasy, but he's been doing dog shit for me, so.
Chiefs against the Bucks. I'm gonna go Chiefs on this one.
Bucks lost last week, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, barely. This is fucking Mike Evans' first game back from suspension, so I will say Buccaneers. I hope he does well.
Rams against the 49ers.
I hope the Rams. Clearly, I'm a fan.
Aaron is so mean.
Look at your phones.
I should look at my phone. Where on my phone?
Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
Aaron, you're so mean.
That's funny as fuck. I'm sending this into the Snapchat. I want you to post this up on the video.
Oh, yeah, I was about to as well.
It's not on my Snapchat. Aaron, you didn't send it to me.
There you go.
Did you put it on Discord?
I thought you said you were.
Oh, okay. I can't.
The UFO picture. You guys know which one I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I'm clicking on every
Is that
app.
the right Matt Ryan?
That is the
I was
right Matt.
really worried. There's a lot of Matt Ryans in sports.
I'm really surprised you got that. First try.
2 first names.
I typed in Matt Ryan football, and then some soccer players came up.
Soccer?
No soccer, because there's an ostrich and like a kangaroo.
Alright, so
I
this
guess
is
it
the
would've been
photo that
you.
we're talking about. This is me. I want to believe. Fuck you, Aaron.
I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention that my St. Louis Cardinals are the NL
National
Central champs.
Yankees, AL East
So,
champs. So.
Yankees, Cardinals, World Series.
Pirates.
Dude, okay. I'd be totally happy with that. If
I
Albert,
wouldn't-
they get him one more ring. Yachty, Wainwright.
I wouldn't be mad. Wouldn't be mad. But I also wouldn't be mad if Aaron Judge and Harrison Bader got a ring. Would not be mad.
That would be sick. Harrison Bader's awesome.
He doesn't care.
That's okay. Baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to see if there's any good college games this week.
Nebraska gonna take that L.
Kansas State is now number 25 in the country.
Wow.
If you want them, period. They're not. I don't like them, but you want them, you can.
Okay, I got regular Shiner box, so that'll be good. Oh, good for Kansas though.
Yeah.
They knocked off OU.
Oh yeah, that was a great game to watch.
Crazy.
Dude.
I wish I
Adrian
would've watched
Martinez went off.
Which is nuts, because like I don't know personally. I don't know enough about football to whether it's like it was Adrian Martinez that was fucking up when he was on the Huskers.
it was the
or
Huskers.
It was the Huskers.
Yeah.
I know. I got brain locked by Scott Frost.
Oh, he's gone now.
Iowa State is playing against KU this weekend. I'm not going to this game, unfortunately. But I will be watching it on the drive up to Nebraska.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
There you go. Great game to go to. Your
Oh
two
yeah,
schools.
76 degrees. Oh my god, that would have been perfect.
Too late.
Yeah. Let's
like
see who
28
Nebraska.
today.
Who is Nebraska playing against? I mean, gonna lose against.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
Even if it's a cupcake
isn't
team.
it shit tier. It's like Illinois.
No, they're
Is it Illinois?
Indiana.
Indiana.
L.
Who are 3-1.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're done. Saturdays, like from now until like the end of like October, whenever football ends, I'm just gonna be sad.
They're no
I resign
longer.
myself to it.
They're no longer for the boys. It's
Indiana
fucking
did lose to Cincinnati last weekend, 45-24.
Yeah.
But Cincinnati is a good team. But
And Nebraska's not.
We lost to Northwestern, so
Yeah.
and I can't remember. Who's the other shit tier team?
Fucking it's the first. What was their name?
just name a team and they probably lost to them.
Probably.
Fair enough.
North Dakota or something like that. South
Oh,
Dakota?
you're talking about who we just. It was a something state.
Let me find it for the Huskers.
It wasn't NDSU or SDSU.
So you guys lost against Northwestern,
North Dakota.
Georgia Southern,
Georgia
Oh,
thought. Yeah,
fuck,
that's
you're
what
right,
it was.
You're right.
and Oklahoma.
I must be
You
stupid.
guys beat North Dakota, you know.
We beat them,
Yeah.
that's right.
And all their 22 people in the state.
It's a lot harder of a game, you know.
Yeah, especially when half their team are farmers and they're just trying to get back out there for harvest.
As the snow comes, they'll have a better football team.
I'm excited for this this weekend of football though, at least pro. And
Me too.
for my college team, but I don't know how to really end this off. Fucking here. This is from when I'm streaming. I'm gonna be streaming after this video goes live. There it is. That's all I gotta say.
Be awkward. We just